Okay, and one, two, three, we are live and rolling. So, thank you everybody for joining today with the Corona crew and the what's going on with things. So, I am wanted to point out that I'm professionally dressed for my home office today, rocking the tuxedo T-shirt. All business up front and play in the back there, right? So, anyways, wanted to reach out and share a video with you guys and share things with you that I know no other brokerage is out there sharing right now. And so this applies with both for real estate agents in particular, but a lot of this information advice that I'm going to share will definitely apply to the general public as well with things. And so without any further ado, I just want to get started right into it. Right now, we are in a crisis survival mode, if that's a good way to put it, with things that are happening in the market here. Number one, I wanted to share with you that myself, I'm here to help support you guys with that, whatever we can. With my group, I'm sure as many of you know, I decided to close or convert my brokerage to a team at eXp Realty. And honestly, if I hadn't done that when totally not knowing what was going on, I would be freaking out if I was a brick and mortar building right now with the expenses and things being shut down, with Governor Inslee telling us that we cannot do anything for the next 2 weeks because we're not essential, only provide $32 trillion a year to the economy as real estate agents, but everybody else can continue to do what they need to do. And so realtors, I want to specifically get out to you and to let you know that within my group at eXp that we have joined, we are offering free coaching services. No matter if you're at Windermere, Keller Williams, Coldwell Banker, mom and pop shop, whoever you're at, doesn't matter. We are rolling out free coaching programs to help you succeed. Whether you decide to join eXp or not, that's totally okay with it. On there. And so with no further ado, I have a report that I want to share with you guys that is really, it's an amazing thing. It's a 3-part series that's made up of personal, protection, and also profit as far as real estate agents go. And so number one is really with those 3 different parts there, we need to jump into it. So I've got 6 rules that I want to share with you guys. And let's just get started. Rule number 1 is that we need to assume that everything is going to be 10 times harder or 10 times worse than what we think it will be. Do not use any of the financial crisis from the last 30 years as a comparable. Not since 1929 has there been anything remotely close to what's going on here. The most, I guess really the best example would have been, as they're referred to as the Spanish influenza. I mean, we didn't even have a cure for the flu back then with that. This time, right now, this is a hard reset to our economy. Rule 2 is that we must put on our own mask first, meaning if we don't take immediate action to take radical steps to save our cash and cash flow, we're going to be in trouble. Do not wait. Do all of this now. There is no downside, no cost, no credit damage, and chances are you'll be thrilled that you followed this guide over the next 12 months with it. Rule 3 is this document that I'm sharing with you. This will be something that will be available on our website and I've got it set up where actually if you would like to receive a copy of it, this is a fluid living document. You can access all 3 parts to it, but all you need to do is just text 509-553-5783. Once again, that's 509-553-5783, and I know I'll have the code down in the comments below, in the description, so that you're able to get that. So, but just text it. Just text the code word survival to the 509-553-5783, and you will be emailed a direct link so that you can get a download for this. Right, and actually right through that website as well, you can receive a free copy of the coaching program that's out there. And this is by some of the greatest coaches in the country. I don't want you here to say that you're going to be coached by me. I mean, certainly I can coach and help, but there are coaches that have been here, done this, and they're the ones that are leading through this. So Tim and Julie Harris, Sean Kokoska, two of the greatest coaches in the country, are aligned within things here, and we are offering this information for free to help you grow and become a better real estate agent. And so these are really just rules, things that I've basically I'm ripping off and duplicating and sharing with you guys. So text that link and it will automatically send you, or I should say text the code, and I'll automatically text you a link back so that you can have access to free coaching, and then also this free download of the report that's out there. Number 4 rule is that we need to hope for the best but expect the worst. Assume that everything we did to generate leads over the last 10 years, aside from what's going to be mentioned in this plan, won't work in the new market. Everything has changed. Not will change, but has changed. Whether you know it or not, overnight we went from a killer seller's market to now being in a buyer's market. We're going to see days on market time go up considerably. Rule 5, over the next 90 to 120 days, the pain level will be at an 11. Be optimistic, but not a Pollyanna. And I guess what I mean by that is, I know I'm always super optimistic, and my wife thinks my heads are in the clouds. But what we need to be is we truly need to be the optimist who hopes for the best, but has prepared for the worst. Really, just let the inner Boy Scout come out if you went in Boy Scouts there, whether it be Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, right? We just need to be prepared for everything. Those who are prepared will be the ones who thrive in this historic downturn. And I'll tell you, I was not prepared when the market crashed back in 07 and 08, but I got my act together. I pulled my head out of the sand fairly quickly and was very successful at selling homes and doing what I needed to do in that market. And really, honestly, I felt like I was more successful then than I have been in this amazing market where the home values have just appreciated left and right. Number 6, do not spend any money on anything without checking with us first, without checking with the support, the coaching team that we have here. Like the last crisis, this one will spawn many scams and gimmicks designed to take advantage of you. Don't sign up for any REO courses, BPO lists, social networking, magic bullets, the things that marginally worked in the past. In the seller's market from 2009 to 2020, they won't work now. A seller's market is what makes every marginal idea seem possible. But we are not in that anymore. So it's going to be, we need to dig deep and move forward. And then I'm going to give out a bonus rule, number 7 as well, right? Now more than ever, you must do what you don't want to do when really you don't want to do it at the highest level. And for 98% of you, that means learning real sales skills and how to generate your own leads proactively with that. And so what I mean by that is most real estate agents that probably will watch this video have been in real estate for less than 5-7 years. And if you didn't experience if you haven't been through a market shift, then you really haven't had to do anything selling homes in a seller's market other than say, here, sign here so that you can buy the home. Oh, by the way, we need to offer $10,000 over asking price, and you better pay your own closing costs. That doesn't take any skill. And that's why a lot of for sale by owners didn't want to hire us, because they just didn't see any value, because most didn't have any skills to present why they were important to helping get homes sold with things. So I'm going to just jump right into within the personal here. We need to take care of our own financial house immediately. And so what I say by that is we're going to be watching every government program to learn if it applies to us. We expect many programs to be introduced over the next 30 days. Stay close, stay connected. It's right on the website to the link that I'll be texting you when you text 509-553-5783 with the code word survival, and that's SURVIVAL. 509-553-5783, and that will send you right to this living document where it's actually going to go in and do things. And so what I mean by that is, number 1, your mortgage. you must take advantage immediately of this mortgage forbearance program that the government is putting out there. A forbearance is basically a suspension. It's not a deletion of your debt. And this could help you for 90 days to up to 1 year. Bottom line, no house payment for up to a year, and it does not affect your credit. This includes your personal homes. This includes all of your residential rental homes as well out there. And you can still collect rent, is what I understand with this. So if you own property, rental properties, and you can get away with not making a mortgage payment, then why would you not put that money in your pocket and do it? It doesn't affect your credit with things that are there. So do not delay. Take action right now. These programs, when the government rolls these out, they're designed to just create a huge net to capture as many people as they can. If you wait, you will lose out and not be able to take advantage of this with that. So it may be possible for that. Anyways, but you must follow the agreement that your forbearance or modification to avoid credit reporting has on there. If you just don't make a payment, nothing's going to happen. You've got to call and talk to your lenders about taking advantage of the forbearance. I've called mine earlier today to do mine, and actually through Wells Fargo, and they directed me that I needed to do it online through their online customer service portal. So that's where I went to take care of mine. But and then with my car loan, through Alaska Federal, right? And so each program, each lender has a different time period that they're doing it. But basically from 90 days to 100 to 356 days, or 3 months to a year, we can get our payments paused. And basically what happens is it just adds on to the end of the loan. So with that on there. But you've got to call and you got to talk to them and apply for that package. If you don't, or that program. If you don't, then you don't get to take advantage of it. You can still get credit reported if you don't make your payment, if you still get late payments on there with that. So so homeowners facing financial hardship because of the coronavirus pandemic could delay their mortgage payments for up to 1 year. That's right from Yahoo Money on it. Now, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the government-sponsored enterprises that back millions of mortgages, this week said that loan servicers could suspend payments for up to 12 months for homeowners experiencing a loss of income due to the COVID-19 outbreak. This forbearance period excuses any penalties or late fees against borrowers, and the delays in payments would not be reported to credit agencies, according to Freddie and Fannie Mae. The last time this happened in the recession, this was absolutely negatively impacting people's credit scores as their payments were derogatory with that. So servicers should also offer other payment relief options like loan modifications, typically reserved for natural disasters. Fannie and Freddie Mae also suspended all foreclosure sales and evictions for the next 60 days. Just so you know, with that on there. So, because of course, how's that going to look? You allow the government allowing these businesses to kick people out of their homes when we've been mandated to stay in, right? So, who do we know that qualifies? You don't have to have the virus to qualify for the payment relief. Both agencies have said that the relief also applies to any type of property, your primary home, secondary home, or investment property. Fannie and Freddie can reevaluate the borrower's ability to pay during the forbearance period to make sure the plan is still needed. After the forbearance period, Fannie and Freddie told servicers to work out an affordable repayment plan with the borrower, which could include extending the term of the loan. But this is the homeowner's responsibility to contact their mortgage servicer if they are struggling financially. I know several real estate agents across the country that have done this. There was no proof. You don't have to provide any proof. Just tell them that you have been affected by the coronavirus and this can go into effect for you. Do this now, please. Call your servicer. This is the number on the mortgage bill. Ask for their forbearance program. They may have a modification plan as well. Your credit will not be harmed when you call them and make it official. Do not simply stop paying the mortgage payment and expect forgiveness later. You must call your servicer. Now, here's some, and so from that, within the template, the report that we have, there's a sample of some of the most prevalent lenders that are available out there that, with contact information to help you with it. So text the link and that'll get that for you. Now, the second step is number 2 is your car payments and credit cards, right? Many of the these forbearance programs apply to car loans and credit cards as well. I called Alaska Federal Credit Union is where mine is serviced at, my car loan, and because I've paid so far in advance, I'm already prepaid through July, they told me that I should wait to take advantage of the forbearance program until then, because then they can extend out the payments, I believe it was 3 or 4 months. So, but I got to wait till closer to July to call them to take advantage of that and basically pause the payment so that there's nothing that's happened there on that. So, same thing with your credit cards. If you reach out and call your credit cards, there are forbearance programs where they will pause your payments, not report any late payments or negative history if you call and talk to them. If you do not talk to them and just don't do anything, it won't happen. These things aren't automatic unless you actually call in and ask for the program to do that. So, and right there's a list of all these service providers for car loans, credit cards as well that are in there with that. Now, the third thing that I wanted to talk about as far as how to help us as independent or small business owners is to get a loan from the Small Business Administration or the SBA immediately. We are being affected because the government has shut us down. They have told us that we cannot work, we can't do anything. And so since this has come out, I'm actually hearing that us as independent contractors before could not apply for financial support or for unemployment. But now what I'm hearing is that we can. So you don't know unless you try, right? The worst they can say is no. So apply for unemployment to get payments. Also apply for the SBA loan. This is a government disaster relief program that they're putting into place to help you. You don't have to use the money. It is these loans that, from what I understand, what I'm being told is that this is good for 5 years at no interest. Go get the loan. If you don't need it, then don't spend it, and you can pay it back then at that time once you know we're in the clear. But things will get worse. We are in a recession, and things are going to get a lot worse. So right now is the time to prepare to take care of yourself so that financially you don't have hardships. You don't have to worry about anything. The average American is 3 paychecks away from going into bankruptcy or foreclosure? So do this for yourself right now. Your friends, your family, your pets will thank you and love you for this. With that, right there within the report is a hyperlink to take you right to where you need to go to apply for the SBA loan. It's with that. So the SBA will work directly with the state governors to provide targeted low-interest loans to small businesses and nonprofits. I'm hearing it's at 0%. So, but unless you reply, you won't know for sure. And then number 4 is your business expenses. Immediately cut any unnecessary expenses or negotiate better deals for you. Great example is technology. So if you are one of the many real estate agents out there that's spending money on Realtor.com or Zillow, cut any of those buyer-selling sources. Buying buyer leads was always a bad idea, and now it's simply dumb. I'm not pointing any fingers. Don't hear me as attacking you. We've all been there. I'm just as guilty as the next person for doing the Zillow. It used to be 42% of my business, but it was extremely expensive, and it was not nearly profitable. I mean, yeah, it made me feel good, sold a lot of homes, but it didn't put a whole lot of money in the bank account at the end of the day with that. So we need to learn how to generate leads better. Focus on being a listing agent right now. In this market, many of the buyers are going to be jumpy. They're going to be skittish. Work with buyers that are motivated. What's more motivated for a buyer than you listing their home and selling it? You know they're going to be homeless if they don't hurry up and buy something. So those are the best seller /buyer leads to work with. Cut any websites that don't and never have generated business for you. Eliminate any branding. That includes websites, social networking, branding, direct mail campaigns. Get those things out. If they're not giving you a direct return on your money, eliminate them. Cut anything that does not lead directly to a paycheck, please, for you. Marketing and advertising. Same thing here. Zillow, cancel. Realtor.com, cancel. The list is so long. Save yourself first by saving your cash flow. That is the first thing that we need to do, is shore up our cash flow from there with that. Now, your new mission will be to go after listings only. Buyers in this market just aren't going to be reliable. Aside from the buyers for your listings, of course. And last but not least, avoid or eliminate any unnecessary broker fees and splits. Being a broker has always made the broker broker. Most brokers have a margin of less than 3% and have less than 90 days of financial reserves. It's a sad, horrible fact that most brokers are going to go bust in the next 6 months or less because we just didn't have this came out of nowhere. We didn't save up any reserves. And if you don't know how to win in a bad market, most people are going to bow out. So with that, I want to create an action item for you. Take a look at your expenses. Figure out how much it is that you're actually spending or paying your brokerage. Most people aren't aware of how much they're spending to their brokerage here with that. And so I would suggest, in my humble opinion, to create a graceful exit to a safe harbor. Consider eXp Realty. You can keep your brokerage brand and lose all the overhead and the obligation. Text the word EXP 101 for that to 509-553-5783. Once again, text the word EXP 101 to 509-553-5783 for a quick video presentation why most brokers and agents are moving to eXp Realty. Any other speculative items that are out there. This is in any centers of influence, past clients, handouts, any forms of advertising, anything that was sold to you under the guise of branding. Get rid of these things. Eliminate all the paid lead sources. Stop spending money. If it's not getting you directly to where you need to be, then don't do it. My cell phone, you can call me right at the 509-553-5783 as well. If you'd like a free consultation, if you'd like to learn about how you can eliminate all of your expenses, just like I did. I had a $10,000 a month nut that I had to break just to keep my brokerage running with things. And overnight, switching to eXp eliminated all of my expenses. Put me in. I'm stress-free. I'm not worried about having to make any large bill payments anymore. Other than taking care of my family, I have no other expenses. With the benefits outweigh the cons. There really aren't any cons to joining eXp Realty. So, once again, text EXP 101 at 509-553-5783, and I'd be happy to share a video with you that explains the benefits to it and hopefully helps you realize what there is to move forward to. And as always, if you've got questions, concerns, need help with getting these things set up, let me know. I'm here to help and support you in any way that I can. So this is Todd Watkins once again here at eXp Realty, and I hope this helps serve you in the future. And put a comment below. Let me know how many of you guys have been able to defer your mortgage payments, defer your car payments. You investors, I know you guys are going to love this out there. Stop paying the mortgage, forbearances to stop paying the mortgage payments, or at least get a little bit of relief and continue to collect rent and stow that away so that you can fill up your coffers once again on there. So hope you guys are having a good one. Stay safe, corona free, and I wish you the best. And I look forward to sharing the two other parts of this series here in the near future with you guys.